Welcome to We Live It, the LiveAg podcast, your source for livestock market insights, management strategies, and real conversations with those who don't just work in the cattle industry, they live it. Here are your hosts, Ty D. Cordova and Casey Mabry.
Well, I'd like to welcome everybody out there in social media land to Express Ranches here in the great state of Oklahoma, Yukon, Oklahoma. We're live today. We have their awesome fall bull and commercial female sale that starts at 11 o'clock today. Joining me today is Kevin, Hafner, and D-Rob. We're going to kind of get into talk through some things about the history of the ranch and the stuff like that. But first of all, guys, with heartfelt thanks, I want to, from me, myself, Jason, Margot, Blake, and LiveAg crew. I don't know if a lot of people know this out there, but one of the first meetings me and Jason had was with you guys when we went on our own. And y'all brought us in with open arms and said whatever y'all can do to support us, y'all would. And, guys, we can't thank y'all enough. I still remember that meeting when D-Rob looked across that table and told Jason, well, will it accept a bid? Does it accept a bid? And when he said that, I just – because I've been telling Jason the same thing, you know, it works. It's just not pretty yet, and we'll get it pretty later. Let's worry about functionality first. And, man, we just can't thank you guys enough for believing in us and being part of the LiveAg family, guys. We just can't show y'all enough appreciation for that and taking the faith in us. And I think we all share the same foundation of a kingdom foundation, of a godly foundation where we all trust in God and trust in the faith of where He's leading us and where He's built this great, I don't know what you call it, this success story of Express Ranches, and it's all been done on faith and believing in Him and standing on His word. And, man, it's just awesome to look around the room and see all these banners and see all these pictures, and the history of this ranch is just phenomenal. So, D-Rob, you will just go into a little bit of the history and the back history of kind of where y'all been and where y'all come from and the vision you have. I mean, I'm sure there's still a vision here of where y'all are going, and kind of touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, sure, Ty. And to your point, you know, I think with making that move a year ago, and I think within this business, it's a relationship business, right? And I think Kevin and I both, you know, when we sat down and discussed it, you know, just believed in our heart that we had a great relationship with you and with Jason and the whole team that you brought on. And so it is a relationship business. We felt comfortable with you guys, and yeah, it was kind of a shot in the dark at the time, but we trusted in you, and we've been very, very happy with everything that you guys have done. But as far as the history goes, and you touched about God, and that has been a big part of our lives here at Express. And, you know, Bob Funk Sr. started this and his family, Kevin, over 30 years ago, probably 33 years ago now in the cattle business. Kevin and I joined along with Roy Middleton, our embryologist, over 31 years now. And so, again, we started this whole program has been Christ-centered for the most part, with Bob's belief and his belief system. And obviously, Bob wanted to be a large Seedstock producer. And with the late Gerald Callahan kind of leading the ship, if you will, and guiding the ship, we kind of got Bob to where he wanted to be, but we're very proud of where we're at today. We've had some, as everybody knows, two pretty big losses in the last year and a half. But one thing that we knew that both Gerald and Bob Sr. wanted was for us to move forward. And Bob Jr. carries that same feeling. It's about Bob's legacy and continuing that legacy to raise good cattle, to be good servants, and to represent the breeds that we're in a positive way. And so, you know, we've got Kevin knows more of the numbers than I do. He's kind of the number crunchers in terms of what we have. But you know, we run quite a few cattle. We have 5 sales here each year. We're in the we show a few cattle as well, but primarily, and one thing that we're very passionate about is what's going to happen here today. We believe that the bull sale and the bull trade, especially not only to the purebred breeders but to our commercial guys that trust us, is to raise a good product. And so you know, we've always looked at, there's so much data and so much information that you can have right now. We continue Kevin's on me all the time when we're making matings to make sure that we don't get lost in too many numbers. And so we try to, number one, raise good cattle first that pass that eye test, that look really good, and then still yet have the genomic base and the performance and all the numbers that everybody's wanting. Because we're supplying not only for us but for our customers, so we've got to keep that in mind. But again, we've been here for 31 years, and with 5 sales a year, that keeps us busy. We have 3 bull sales here, one in the spring, one in April at our grass time sale, and then of course here in our fall bull sale. Kevin heads up those bull sales. He does an excellent job in communicating with our buyers and just keeping kind of the train on the tracks, if you will, in terms of where they're all going and what we need to do to be better in terms of just producing that product that the commercial guy and the purebred breeders want. And I think Kevin would probably agree with that. We have a big, we call it the big vent sale every August, and we sell about 500 registered females. And that sale has been really good in the past, and very thankful and blessed for that. But as we move forward, the one thing that Bob Jr. has instilled in us, the two of us and all of us here, is that we're going to continue Bob's legacy. We're going to continue in terms of where we're at in the future. We're going to continue to raise good cattle, or try to, and continue to just be a brand that people can trust, people can rely on, and move forward. And he has a great passion for the business and for the breeds that we're involved in. One thing that Bob Sr., and it was infectious to all of us, he had a unique love for people, and obviously he loved the people in this business. And Bob Jr. feels the same way. And it's a big change, as most of you would know, but we're full steam ahead and moving forward, and just feel very, very blessed to be in the position that we're in.
Well, that's awesome. As every time I come here, I'm just amazed of how it's been built and laid out, and how beautiful this ranch is. And then you got the Clydesdale stables up top there that you drive by when you come in, and it's just awesome to see. And all the banners. I wish we could take this camera and pan this room for all these banners that are hanging from all the show stuff y'all do, and that's pretty cool too. But let's get into the bulls and the females. Kind of what do you have today you got some special bulls for some purebred guys today, and then I know your commercial bulls are outstanding, because they always are. We use quite a few of them down where I'm at, and we try to get some every year. But what do you got today, Kevin, to offer?
Well, before we get to that point, to allude back to your story about our first meeting, I think the word that kept getting thrown around was guinea pig. And I think that's where Donnie and I kind of thought we were.
Exactly.
We were crash test dummies. But, yeah, to get back to it, I think, again, what Donnie said and he alluded to is that, we had a relationship with you guys. You guys have done a tremendous job for us, but you had to perform. You had to produce. And so we've seen that. You guys have done a great job, and, again, have been good liaisons for us. In that, Donnie shared that it's a personnel business. We have to work with people, and we work with people we like. Work with people that perform, and so that's why our decision was easy. We thought, you guys have been here, you've done it, you've lived it. I think that's your slogan, and I think it's important to us. A lot of people can talk it, but not a lot of people live it. So, but to get to the bull sale today, again, Ty, we've got a great set of cattle coming up today. We'll wind up selling about 235 lots in the bull sale. To answer your question, yes, there's a good number of bulls in there that are in the upper echelons as far as EPDs. And one thing that we're proud of is that they're also phenotypically good. They're going to be the big stout bulls, along with the number and genomics that back them up. So we've got that from the purebred standpoint, and then we've got a lot of good bulls, commercial guys. This market's unbelievable. We're sitting in times that we've never seen, never thought we'd see again. But it's awesome. I mean, we're sitting here, and yes, the bull market's good, but when you can sell calves for 22, 23, 24, sell them yearlings for around $3,000, guys, this is good. We're in a business now that I never thought I'd see. I know you guys are the same way. I mean, we're blessed. If you can't be happy now in the cattle business, this is the time that it's going to be as good as it's got right now.
I was talking to a buddy of mine last night, and he said if you can't, in this time we're in now, if you can't sit back and smile and enjoy what you're doing, you need to find something else to do.
Yeah, I mean, we're sitting there.
If it's not enough, if you're getting that greedy and want an extra 100 or extra 200 in these times, you might want to rethink what you're doing.
Donnie and I have talked a lot. I said, This year we're blessed with moisture. We got a cattle market we've never seen. I said our biggest problem right now is finding something to complain about, and we've had to really work at that. But we found something, just so you know it. But going on to the commercial heifers, we had a great set of commercial heifers, and again something that's pretty unique. We worked with 4.6s out in Panhandle, Texas. We got the bulls for them in March, bred these females. It's something pretty unique. You got a set of 4.6s females with the 4.6s iron leaving that ranch, and that doesn't happen very often.
So they have the stamp.
They have the stamp.
That's unique.
So
you don't get that very often.
They're the deal. You don't get it very often, but they're calf raisers. These are big country cattle that go out and produce. I think the term that Joe Leathers all, they're not welfare cattle. And worked with Dusty and them on these heifers, and I've been out there a couple times and we've kind of helped them with it, but great set of females. Then we got a set of females from Jensen Farms here, Del Reno. These heifers originated off the Roos Ranch down at Sulphur. What happened is the Rooses have been customers for 15 years, probably bought about 200 bulls from us. Great set of guys to work with, great family, but they don't retain any heifers. So they took those heifers and sold them to Jensen's in December of last year for this project. Jensen's were forward-thinking enough. They saw where this market was and thought it'd be a good addition to what they were doing. So anyway, they bought the whole calf crop, the whole heifer crop, brought them over here to El Reno, Oklahoma. We got the bulls for these in the March sale also. So we've got the Jensen, Steve, Carson, and those guys, and they've worked hard at this program. Breed up was awesome on both sets of females. They did a great job with them, but it's pretty unique. These are big, stout, nice-looking heifers that ought to go to work and make a tremendous set of cows for people.
So those Jensen heifers, they'll be expressed both sides.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are the calving dates? Kind of when are they bred? When do they do to calve?
About 80% of both groups are going to be a January 1 to February 1. There's a middle cut, February 1 to March 1s, and then there's a few. There'll be a March 1 to April 1. But the majority is going to be that early set.
So they bred up pretty tight.
Bred up really tight, about 80% in that first 30 days.
Man, that's the testament of what they are and the breeding behind them and the genetics behind them if they do that. So
a lot of fertility, a lot of cow power, but again, hard to find these groups of one-iron heifers like this that are not put together. These are cow females that go back and make a tremendous set of cows for somebody. And again, in this market, it's hard to lose.
Just a set of really good ranching heifers. I mean,
Yep.
and there's a market for them, and it's very rare do you get opportunity to buy this many good heifers in one spot.
Yep.
So, guys, set your satchel down and set in here today and bid up and bid often, because it's a once in a lifetime deal to get a set of heifers like this. 2 different ranches. One set is carrying the 4.6s brands, and that's something of itself. So we all know that brand and that set of females. So
one thing I would mention too, we are trying to make it where the guy that wants 5 or 10 has an opportunity, and the guy that wants to buy a potload has an opportunity. So what we do is we sell them in groups of 5. We allow that person that gets the first bid or the second bid to roll up to a dark line on the sheet, about 40 head like on the Jensen heifers. I think I stopped it at 20 head on the 4.6s. But so whether you're wanting 5 or a potload, again, we've made it where you can kind of do that without dinging around all day on them.
But I will say, if you do want just 5 or 10,
it's available.
You better be the last guy bidding, because that guy that's standing behind you,
could take the
these
whole
guys
draft.
got big appetites nowadays for these heifers. So if you're just wanting 5 and 10, don't sit around and think, well, I'll just get the next 5 or 10 guys. These guys got some big appetites that are here today, and they're gonna gobble them up. So, guys, I know you're busy, and it's just sale day, and it's 3 hours before the sale started, and the phones are going off, and the jitters are going, and just thank y'all. I can't thank you enough, really, from the bottom of my heart, from the LiveAg team, Blake, Margot, from Purebred side, from me and Jason and Manig and the whole crew. We thank y'all for trusting us, thank y'all for believing in us and giving us a shot to prove ourselves, and just thank you guys, and good luck today, and we'll get after them.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you, Ty. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks everybody for watching out there in social media land. Once again, this will go on YouTube here in a little while, so hit the like and subscribe on Facebook. Be sure to hit like. If you have any questions or want to reach out to get involved with LiveAg, it's live-ag.com. Reach out to Katie at live-ag.com. Thanks, and God bless.